Picture this. You're a dedicated teacher, passionate about your subject and committed to your students' success. But there's a thorn in your side, a constant source of stress, a difficult head of department. They're rude, dismissive, or simply lazy, and it's affecting your work and well-being. Take the case of Mr. Smith, a seasoned English teacher who found himself in a similar situation. His new head of the English department, Mr. Jones, was consistently rude, often belittling his ideas in staff meetings and providing little to no support for his initiatives. The first step Mr. Smith took was to understand the situation. He spent a few weeks observing Mr. Jones's behavior, documenting instances of rudeness, and trying to understand if these behaviors were targeted or general. This helped him tailor his approach effectively. Next, Mr. Smith reflected on his own behavior. He considered if there was anything he was doing that might be contributing to the situation. He found that his own frustration was sometimes evident in his interactions with Mr. Jones, which could have been exacerbating the situation. In search of support, Mr. Smith reached out to his colleagues. He found a few who had similar experiences, and they formed a support network, providing emotional support and practical advice. Mr. Smith then decided to communicate his concerns directly with Mr. Jones. He chose a time when they were both calm, presented specific examples of Mr. Jones's behavior, and suggested ways they could work together more effectively. Throughout this process, Mr. Smith kept a detailed record of his interactions with Mr. Jones. This documentation proved invaluable when he eventually had to escalate the issue to the school principal. Mr. Smith also sought feedback from Mr. Jones about his own performance. This opened up a channel for communication and led to some improvements in their working relationship. Knowing his rights and being aware of the resources available to him at the school helped Mr. Smith to feel more empowered in dealing with the situation. He also attended professional development workshops on conflict resolution and stress management, which helped him cope better with the situation. Despite his efforts, Mr. Smith found that the situation was affecting his well-being and the quality of education he could provide. He escalated the issue to the school principal, using the documentation he had gathered. Meanwhile, he made sure to take care of his mental and physical health, engaging in activities that helped him relax and decompress. When it became apparent that the situation was unlikely to improve, he started looking for opportunities elsewhere. This is just one example of how a teacher can handle a difficult head of department. Every situation is unique, but these strategies can be adapted and applied in various contexts. So remember, while dealing with a difficult head of department is challenging, it's not insurmountable. With the right approach, you too can navigate these choppy waters effectively.